Round 2 of the Dublin Club Championships with round 1 played there. Brigids had a very comfortable win over Whitehall Cullen-Kills, and St Judes were relying on a last gasp drawn point from Danny Sutcliffe to get them that draw against near neighbours Fogs, 118 apiece. Forward to the action here this evening, and we'll go over to the team list and to St Jude's first, and it's as announced earlier this week, no late changes. We'll get to a late change for Brigids in a moment, but as I said, no late changes for St Jude's. Fionn O'Rian Bryn had a great impact the last day when he came on against Fogs, got that point off the bench, and obviously Danny Sutcliffe as well, who I mentioned earlier, who got that late equaliser 5 minutes into injury time to get 12 points in total from Sutcliffe last day out. So he's wearing number 11 again this evening, and a lot will be expected of him against last year's beaten Dublin finalists. To St Brigids then, as I said, there is one late change for St Brigids, and that's in the half-forward line where Luke Purtle misses out, and David Frayne comes in. David Frayne will be wearing the number 17 jersey, and as I said, Luke misses out there, number 12, and David Frayne will take his place. Otherwise, it's as was announced during the week, Dara Plunkett there. Interesting battle to see if he'll take up Danny Sutcliffe, two men who will know each other very well from their time in Dublin colours together, and of course plenty of experience elsewhere. And the referee this evening, before I forget, is Tom Tansey, and as I said, he's asking both teams now to join him, to take their positions and to get the action underway. But as I said, a lovely evening for hurling here in Donnycarney. Very surreal atmosphere, obviously, with those changes due to COVID. No supporters in at all. Both teams tugging out in the far stand. And the Schlitter has been thrown in by the referee, Tom Tansey. And straight away it's Brigids with possession. Carl Doyle putting that one low and into the corner towards O'Sullivan. First effort there from Cian O'Sullivan, and pulled. What a start for St Brigids. Kellett, space, pulls back inside though. Cian O'Sullivan looking up. Oh, that's a wonderful pass. There's 2 against 1 here. Here comes Mullally. Mullally decides to take the score, even though he had O'Brien. And then the point from Keith Mullally. Here comes Sutcliffe. Sutcliffe lifts, and that's without too much ball. Nice hand pass towards Sutcliffe. Sutcliffe has a bit of room, looks up, knows where these posts are, and he might as well be playing in time. Dunn cuts across that beautifully, and what a score from Owen Dunn. Glorious effort, superb skill, and a pleasure to see it here live. Beautifully done by Diarmuid McLaughlin. Controls that one, turns, and then looks up straight between the posts. And to be fair to both sides here, 5 minutes gone. It's been a brilliant start to this game of hurling. There on David Frayne. In the end, McLaughlin puts that one in. And again, with a bit of space, Shane O'Brien. And it's another score. That one will break, and it breaks beautifully to O'Rian Bryn. O'Rian Bryn has all the space and the time in the world to measure that one beautifully, and that's his first score of this game. Great composure shown by the Judes players. Sutcliffe. That is a massive, massive score from Danny Sutcliffe. But he goes long, and again he's trying to find Shane O'Brien or Fionn O'Rian Bryn, and instead that one breaks, and that's another lovely score. And they're getting a bit of joy on this left-hand touch. Kieran Kellett isn't too happy with it, but the ref is happy to leave it be, and he takes another metre or so there as well. That's from Sutcliffe. It'll break in and around, and that's an unbelievable score from Danny Sutcliffe. Good race between himself and Alan Connolly. Does well, does Kellett now. Kellett is bearing in on Hogan's goal. Here comes Kellett. Kellett fires, and what a save from Jared Hogan. Oh, that one is a mistake, but Cian O'Sullivan has it. He makes his way in on goals, and again it's another save. Jared Hogan in goals. Nicely done by Sutcliffe to keep that one in. Managed to put that one towards John Carty. John Carty with a great score. And again, it's been nip and tuck since that. 4 points between the sides. Sutcliffe to lift it, to strike it. Makes no mistake. Winters doing so well out in front of Alan O'Byrne and Paul Winters with that score, and it's a lovely one at that. That's the second one in a row now from Paul Winters. Line ball to Bridges taken quickly. Ref is happy to let it go. Kellett puts that one in towards O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan now makes his way in on goal! Well, it was saved earlier by Jared Hogan, but Cian O'Sullivan made no mistake second time round. Bullet of an effort. Let's watch it again. He does so well to escape inside Kiernan. 11 points for St Judes, 2-4 to St Brigids. And the second half that we're looking forward to hugely here on Dubs TV. As we watch there, Cathal Doyle, the right cornerback for St Brigids, getting that score right at the start of the second half. Sutcliffe, so for point number 7 of the afternoon, strikes that one beautifully, straight between the upright. This is beautiful from O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan with a rocket and fires that one over the crossbar. But again, Cian O'Sullivan, who finished the first half with a brilliantly taken goal, enters an Owen Grant. And in the end, that one is hit in. And it's a score for Brigids. Rightly puts that one in towards Cian O'Sullivan. He's 1-1 to his name so far. Cian tries to make a bail angle for himself, and he does that. That's 1-2 now from O'Sullivan. Just took the wind out of their sails. But this score now from Sutcliffe. There's the gap again. He's racing away from Mangan. Dunn looks up and strikes that between the posts. And it's just much more efficient hurling from St Brigids at the start of the second half. Already in this first half to add to the 6 he got in the first. Sutcliffe hits that one in between the posts again. Elf and Cathal Doyle are doing brilliantly in the corners for Brigids, as we watch here as David Breslin tears away for Brigids, another sub who's come on. Or Johnny McGurk, I'd say. Paul Winters with a effort over the shoulder, and that's a lovely score from Paul Winters. Releases that one. Nicely done by Tom Devlin. Loses his footing though at precisely the wrong moment. But they still have that one back to Owen Dunn. Owen Dunn manages to put that one back towards Kevin Callahan, and that's a lovely score from Kevin Callahan. Mark Cavan is going after him though. He's still ploughing ahead. He puts that pass now across to O'Brien, but again himself to take. And he lifts, strikes, and it's nicely done. With 44 minutes gone here now in Parnell Park. Keep an eye on some of those players, and Cian O'Sullivan there. What a performance he's putting in here this evening. That's another great score. Owen Dunn. That is a massive point from Owen Dunn. That's nicely done there. Beautifully done from Fionn O'Rian Bryn. That's his second point in the game. There's Tom Devlin trying to put that one in towards Fionn O'Rian Bryn. And he'll still get it. Now he's a bit of space. And that's just enough space to creep that one right inside the right upright. And another sub on for Bridges there. I see Luke Purtle, who has number 12 on his back, is now in the play as we watch Cathal O'Brien fire one over there for Bridges. Sutcliffe lifts, strikes. That one's going to break in and around the goal. Out comes the goalie. Too worried about, and he struck the Schlitter so well here this afternoon, and he struck it brilliantly and beautifully again. What a performance from Cian O'Sullivan. This one could be dangerous. Foul there surely on Sutcliffe, and indeed it's on the line from Brigids, and Sutcliffe fires that, and again it's Rogers, the goalkeeper, who has played for St Brigids, and there's an injury there as well. And I think it's Cathal O'Brien. It's the full forward Cathal O'Brien. That's his second goal as he was making his way in on goal. In any event, Cian O'Sullivan lifts that one. That's 3:17 now.